Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss R and S system of nomenclature, that is for absolute configuration. It is developed by scientists Can Ingold and Prelong. It is also known as Can Ingold and Prelong system. So there are some rules and it is divided into three steps. So first, in a step number 1, we have to apply some rules. So first we know what are that rules. So first rule is, if the four atoms directly attached to the chiral carbon atom are different, then the priority depends on their atomic number. The atom of higher atomic number gets higher priority. Just see in this case, this carbon is a chiral carbon and it is attached with iodine, chlorine, hydrogen and sulfonic group. So according to this rule, first priority is given to those atoms which have high atomic number. So because of that, first priority goes to iodine. After that, priority goes to chlorine. After that, this carbon is attached to your sulfur. Third priority goes to sulfur. And then last priority goes to your hydrogen. Because why hydrogen have least priority? Because atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Second rule is, what second rule say? If rule 1 is failed, to decide the relative priority of two groups, it is determined by similar comparison of next atom in the group and so on. So now we are going to see example for it. So just see in this example of 2-butanol, this is the chiral carbon atom. So in this case, obviously last priority goes to hydrogen atom because atomic number is 1. So first priority goes to OH because atomic number of oxygen is 8. Now just see here, in this case, this carbon attached to this methyl group and it is attached to this ethyl group. So first it is attached to this carbon, in this case also it is attached to this carbon. But see that in this case this carbon is attached to 3 hydrogen, while in this case this carbon is attached to 2 hydrogen and 1 methyl group, that is it is attached further to methyl group, that is it is further attached to this carbon. That's why this ethyl group got second priority and then the priority of methyl group comes. So overall priority sequence is, first is OH, second is ethyl, third one is methyl and last one is your hydrogen. Just see the example of 2-methyl-3-pentanol. It is similar to that of your 2-butanol. First priority goes to OH, last priority goes to obviously hydrogen. Now just decide the priority. In this case, this side, this carbon attached to the ethyl group, it is here, it is attached to isopropyl group. So isopropyl group have 3 carbon, so that's why priority goes to this first. So first priority is for this OH, second is here, third is here, fourth is here. Now we are going to see third rule. A doubly or triply bonded atom is considered equivalent to 2 or 3 such atoms, but 2 or 3 atoms if attached actually gets priority over doubly or triply bonded atom. What it means that? So just see, this is the chiral carbon atom. Now obviously hydrogen got least priority because its atomic number is 1. This carbon is attached here with oxygen, here with carbon, here with carbon. So obviously first priority goes to this OH. Now we have to decide second and third priority. Just see, after this carbon is doubly is attached to this oxygen by double bond, while this carbon is also attached to 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Now according to this rule, this aldehyde group got first priority. This aldehyde group got priority over your this alcoholic group. Why it is so? Because this is considered as C attached to oxygen, C again this C attached to this carbon, and here is oxygen. That's why overall priority sequence is in this case, first is OH, second is this carbonyl, third one is your this alcoholic CH2OH group, and last one is your hydrogen. Now this is the first step to decide the priority sequence. Now in second step, what we have to do? After deciding the sequence of priority, the 4 atoms or group attached to a symmetric carbon atom, the molecule is visualized in a such a way that atoms or group of lowest or last priority is directly away from us, while the remaining 3 groups or atoms are pointing towards. If we got clockwise rotation, it is then known as R form of compound. If it is we got anti-clockwise rotation, then it is known as S form of compound. Just see, in this case, this carbon is attached to iodine, bromine, chlorine and hydrogen. So according to first rule, iodine got first priority, then bromine got second priority, then chlorine got third priority, and hydrogen got least priority. So now suppose that any observer see this molecule from here. So what he see? Just see the number which are given to sequence, which are present in sequencing manner. So how the eyes of observer move here? So it's move in a clockwise rotation. That's why it is known as R form of the compound. Now what happen if we change chlorine on left hand side and iodine on right hand side? So in this case, observer see sequence like this. First is here, second is here, and third is here. That's why observer move its eyes in anti-clockwise rotation. That's why it is known as S form of compound. Again, see the example of glyceraldehyde. So in glyceraldehyde, OH got first priority, carbonyl, this aldehyde group got second priority, and CH2OH group got third priority, hydrogen got least priority. If observer see this molecule from here, what he see? He first see how its eyes move. Observer eyes move, so it's move like this. That is first, second and third. Since observer eyes moves in a clockwise rotation, that's why it is known as R form of glyceraldehyde. Now what happen if we interchange the position of CH2OH and OH? So in this case, if observer see this molecule, what going to be happen? Sequencing order get reverse. That means observer move its eyes in anti-clockwise rotation, or observer see this in an anti-clockwise manner. Its eyes moves in anti-clockwise manner. That's why it is known as S-glyceraldehyde. Remember that R and S-glyceraldehyde are isomers of each other. In our next class, we are going to see geometrical isomerism and some other concept. Thank you very much.